Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's quick tip. I'm Chris, and I'm here with Mike, and today we'll be talking about Swatchbooks in Ergosoft. So, Mike, help me understand what a Swatchbook is, how I can use it in Ergosoft, and what that means for managing my fleet of printers.
Sure. Well, first of all, a swatchbook is basically a collection of colors in lab format. I will show you that right now. If you go to Tools, Color, Special Features, and you have swatchbooks right here. We're going to open that up. So um, this is Ergosoft Color Guide. It's in here by default. It's also available on our website if you have an older version of Ergosoft. Um, you see all these colors down here. These are all in lab format. You have the lab values down here. So basically what this is a collection of all these colors. And you're able to use these colors to replace uh, colors that are in your images, or you can automate that process, which we did talk about in a previous video. But basically, a lab library, a swatch book, is for holding all of your color values that you're going to use for your artwork, for designing, for replacements, for all sorts of things. And it's in the main thing to remember is that it's in a lab format, which is it's not device dependent, which means that if I tell you a lab value and you give someone else that same lab value, we should know how to achieve that same color on different printers in different states.
Okay, so that's a very good first point. I think understanding that the Swatchbook will allow you to maintain one set of design standards and then manage multiple different printing platforms in order to achieve consistent output that's true to the standard. So if we have two different brands of printer with two different ink sets, and we covered this in another video as well, but we will have the ink set equivalents of this lab value so that every time you import the same design file, the RIP will apply the right recipe to make it match the design intent. Great. Now, speaking of that, I see there is a delta E number value. Can you walk me through that quickly?
Sure, yeah. This is a predictive delta E. So Ergosoft uses your ICC profile that you built with your print environment, and it looks at what the desired lab value is, which again is down here. And based upon your ICC profile, it is able to tell you, Ergosoft gives you an estimate, which is what that delta E is, of how close the color output will be to the desired value. Some colors are very hard to hit, like very, very bright, as you can see, like this very, very like vibrant deep purple isn't always that easy to hit. Certain colors are a lot easier. For instance, this lighter pink is a delta E of 0.5 as opposed to 19. So what that is a predictive delta E. It's not going to be exact. It'll be close, but you might get a slightly different result. And as you can see, you can scroll down. Some of them are real low. Some of them are a little higher. But one thing that's pretty cool is if you have a desired color that you're trying to find, let's I'm just looking at this lab value here. You can type in your lab value here, for instance, like if we do 56 and negative 60 and 25 and hit search, it'll actually try and find the closest value to your searched values in your library. So basically, if someone were to give you a lab value and you don't know which color to use, you can search for it and then you can use this color to replace in your artwork, and it should be a very close output.
Okay, very good. All right, shifting gears, are there any other color libraries that are available in Ergosoft, maybe more popularly used ones that my customer might be using, for example?
For sure, yeah. So when we're in Swatchbooks, I'm gonna go to import, which is right here on the right. Um, you should have a Ergosoft RIP right down here on the bottom left and Swatchbook stock. So you have two folders of options. I'm going to show you this one first. As you can see, there's just a bunch of options. Different styles, different types, different measurement modes, as you can see.
Different lighting, different viewing angles.
Exactly. Different.
Okay.
Exactly. D65, D50, M1, M2, M3, M0, all sorts of different options. And then you also have these available to you as well. So any of those are available. You can import. Some of them do have restrictions, but they're free to use. And
Okay.
if you import them, you're good to go. You can just import them on into your library. For instance, I have one here. If I import this one, now you can see I have a drop down. I have two. So I have the original one that I was showing you, and then I have the new one I just imported, which has a lot less colors, but these are more colors that I use for my design.
Okay, great. So let's say, for example, my customer sent me their Ergosoft color library. You just have to click import, pull the file in, then you have the Swatchbook.
Yep.
That's excellent. Okay, so to review, a Swatchbook library is a set of LAB color values. If you don't have a color library or you're looking to set one up, we provide the Ergosoft color library, which is essentially open source and can be manipulated in any way. We also have a wide variety of color libraries available in the RIP. And then you can also import a custom library from your customer for use as well.
Yep.
Great, very helpful. Thanks, Mike. Okay, well, that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please contact us if you have any questions.